I think it's about 10 o'clock. I went to work at about, I don't know, maybe 6:30 this morning, just worked a 14-hour shift. I'm kind of tired, had a double run, and I had to jump back in this truck because I don't have a choice. Y'all know me, man. I don't make a video unless the inspiration hits, and my mind has been all over the place. So that's why you haven't heard from me. It's been about a week, and I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting. I really appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. My day ones, people just passing through. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. I understand, man. This channel is not for everybody. But I promise to be as raw and uncut, as honest as possible. And tonight is no different. So I want to welcome y'all to the channel. Welcome y'all back to the channel. It's Jared, the 20-year recovering sex addict. 20-year recovering abusive sex addict. No filters, no edits, no redos. Hopefully this comes out okay. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. But you haven't heard from me. Man, y'all know how I do, man. No filters, no edits, no redos, no nothing, man. I gotta be as honest as possible. So I'm gonna try to get this all out in one shot. I would say about 2 to 3 times a year, I get filled with immense emotion. And not necessarily sadness, but just, I don't know, this void that hits. And I just miss my mother. So I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I might put up a photo in mine too for the thumbnail. But let me just pour my heart out to y'all, you know. My mother died October 2008. And if you don't know what she died from, she died of stage 4 colon cancer. And she died a couple weeks before her birthday in October, which is pretty sure Cancer Awareness Month. So around that time, I always have a tough time. But 2 to 3 times a year, I just have to let it pass. But it comes like clockwork. And today is no different. I didn't live with my mom until 5th, 6th grade. I was raised by my grandparents. So I used to just go visit her on the weekends. My mother had some issues, some things going on. But she was the best mother she was the best mother to me. And she spoiled me as I don't know what. Probably didn't even deserve it. But I realize now just how short of a time that I actually had with her. By the time I left to go to Vegas at 19, by the time I came back home after a few years, she was already sick. I came back home in my early 20s, she was already sick. She was only around for a few more years. That's not really that much time. I don't realize that until now. And the sad thing about it is that I can remember times that I spent with women, the moments and times that I've shared with women that are no longer in my life are easier to remember than the times that I've shared with my mother. When my mother died, I know she really didn't like me. I know she'll always love me, but we weren't even talking. You know, when that disease takes over, when you see that firsthand and she didn't say anything, sometimes that person can become someone that you don't even recognize. It's not a bad thing. It's just rooted in reality what I'm saying. I'm not talking ish, but anyone who has had a loved one pass in that type of manner before their time, you will understand what I'm talking about. And if you haven't had that happen to you, it's not something that I wish upon anybody. And if y'all know me, you've been watching this channel, you know I haven't had family for so long. I never knew my father. I don't even know who that person is. And that's okay. That's a whole nother story. But sometimes people don't realize that every year that goes by, it becomes harder. You think it becomes easier to remember that person, but it doesn't. It becomes harder. You try to hold on to pictures and memories that could become more and more distant. It's hard to explain. And I would never want my mother back to solve my problems. I just wish that I had someone genuine in my life at times. Family members too, but not all family members are, some of them family members ain't ish. You got them in your family too. But the ones who do matter, the ones that really do have your back, that's priceless. And I just wish I would trade anything just to have my mother for an hour. Just to tell her that she loves me, just to tell her that she cares, just for her to tell me that it's going to be okay, even if it's not. I'm 44 years old, sound like a child, right? But it's been me against the world, and I've been without family and friends for so long. I don't know and I don't remember what it's like to even have family anymore. And for that reason, I'm eternally stuck in survival mode. It's not some place that I'd envy, or it's not something that I would wish upon anybody. I stay in this mode. I stay in survival mode. Do you know when I moved out to the country, I'm sitting back and I'm looking at my funds. This happened about almost a year ago. I'm approaching a year, and I've got the same amount of money that I do when I first moved here. And I'm thinking back to myself like, wait a minute, I don't drink. I don't have a girl. I don't spend unnecessary money. When I go out, I look like a bum. I'm either in my workwear or I'm in fitness clothing, some type of that. But what I'm saying is I don't spend money. I look as if you were to rob me, you'd just be practicing. That's what I mean. So I'm sitting back trying to figure out, where did the money go? So then I realize that I don't have a choice but to jump back in this truck and do what I need to do now and get back on it, even with the fact that I slept in my car for 6 months straight. Y'all know the highway was messed up. I talked about this. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. Just know that for 6 months, it was very hard. But I dealt with it and I stayed in that mode because I didn't have a choice. So when I took my vacation and I made that pivot, I made that change at work, I sat back and I realized it's not about what's going on right now. This is chess, not checkers. It's having that foresight. It's realizing where we may be 3 to 6 months from now. At work, in my life, am I prepared for the worst case scenario? And I'm one catastrophe away from turmoil. I'm one emergency away from turmoil. I'm one unexpected repair bill away from not being able to recoup. And still, I'm blessed. I talk about being blessed for what you have, and there's a million people that would kill to be in my situation right now. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. You got to understand that. But when it's just you out here, you have to realize what it could be, and you have to prepare for the worst case scenario. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm thankful to even have that option to make that decision. So my heart goes out to anyone who's going through circumstances that I'm all too familiar with. Some of y'all are going through it. But I haven't made a video because my mind's been all over the place, and I've just been missing my mother. But I'm glad she's not here because I can't take the pain away. And the last thing I would want her to do is suffer. And for anyone who's going through a loss or dealing with a situation that sounds anything like what I just discussed, it's a process. But no matter how you feel, you can't judge someone by how they act when they know that their time is up, you know. Sometimes people turn into people that you just don't recognize. But that's okay. Because I know when push comes to shove, they're in a better place. And the last thing I would want her to be is subject to the nonsense that we're all being subject to right now. I stay in survival mode. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't. But I don't have a choice. But what I do want to say is cherish the people that you have in your corner that really care about you, because you never know when your time is up. I'm blessed to have lived the life that I have thus far. But this struggle, this survival mode is also the same reason why I've told many, many people if the world were to come to an end tomorrow, I would go to bed early tonight. A few people can understand that when I do say that, you know. But that's the truth. I know that I already know that my life does not have a happy ending. I mean, eternally it will. But physically, I already know what's coming, and that's okay with me. It's still not going to deter me from being positive, from making content, from speaking my voice, from not being like any other channel on YouTube. I pride myself on that. So I know I'll never be in the algorithm or never get recommended, but that's all right, man. I'm appreciative to each and every one of y'all tuning in. And instead of me going to a couple places that I would like to go this weekend, I came in after a long day, after a long night, and wanted to make this video. Because sometimes I get the most genuine, heartfelt messages from people I don't know than from people I should in real life. And that's okay. Because I'm blessed to have that. And I'm blessed to have y'all. And I'm very much appreciative of each and every one of y'all. I'm talking too long, man. I hope y'all enjoy the night. It's probably about 11 o'clock by now. But you know me, man. It's Jared, the 20-year recovering sex addict, 20-year recovering abusive sex addict. No filters, no edits, no redos, no nothing. I'll never ask you to like, comment, subscribe. I'll never ask you to do anything that you don't want to. If you tuned in this far to the video, I appreciate you. You know my name, you know my slogan. Discernment over delusion. Live and stand for something greater than one's own self-gratification. Man, I love y'all. I'm out.